I'm Chris, I'm a software developer at Kapstan, and I'm here to talk to you about a new feature that we've added, queues. In modern microservice-based architecture, a message queue can help untangle a mess of network calls and make it so that each service is much easier to work with. For example, in a data processing pipeline, you could have multiple services process data one after the other, with each service explicitly passing data to the next when it's finished with its work. Or you could use a central message queue and allow each service to ingest data at its own rate and simply publish the results when it's done. Rather than needing to coordinate the flow of data from one service to the next explicitly, each service will become decoupled from the others and only reliant on messages from the queue. Use cases like this make message queues essential for maintainable and scalable architecture, but sometimes implementing these tools can be tricky to operate and scale. That's why Kapstan has decided to add them as a new resource type. Let's jump into the UI and see how to create one. You can see here I'm on my environment overview page, and I have a network and a cluster already set up. If I go ahead and click Create Infrastructure, I can see this new tab, Queue. Kapstan wants to make creating queue as simple as possible, and so it only asks for inputs it absolutely needs. Behind the scenes, it'll determine how to best set this queue up to make sure it is well architected, scalable, reliable, and secure. Currently, we support two types of queue implementations, NATS and Kafka. For NATS, you can choose whether to enable Jetstream, whether to run the queue in a cluster mode, and for Kafka, you can choose whether to run it in a cluster mode. For the purpose of this demonstration, let's go ahead and make a NATS queue. Go ahead and call it queue, and click Create. About a minute later, our queue is fully provisioned and ready to use. I've gone ahead and set up a sample app to demonstrate the functionality, but first I need to copy some attributes. Let's go ahead and click on the row, and go ahead and copy this client URL. Moving over to the application page, I can see I have my queue demo application here. I'll go ahead and click on it, go to container settings, and update an environment variable that represents my queue's URL. Go ahead and paste that here. Click Save, and deploy the application. About a minute later, my application is live. If I go and head to the monitor page and go to tail logs, I can see that my application is successfully publishing and receiving messages from the queue. I hope this feature is useful, and if you have any more feature requests, feel free to let us know.